Morning. It's early today. Yay! So I'm getting a good start. This is at the Trail of Tears State Park Visitor Center. That's where I'm at. So at the Trail of Tears Park, they have this wonderful map of the Great River Road, Canada to Gulf. Well, it's basically a map of the Mississippi Road, which is what the river trail follows. And you can see, like, right here is Itasca, where the headwaters of the Mississippi are. And we've gone all the way down. This is the Trail of Tears Park, State Park. So when you look at this, this is Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana. We're here. Oh my goodness, when I see this whole thing like that, it is unreal to me. And then down here it says over 2,300 miles, 10 states, and 1 river. So cool! Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Have a good day! So I'm in the visitor center at the Trail of Tears, and this is such an amazing place. And you know what the Trail of Tears all means to the Cherokee people, and being removed from their land, and how many people died during that winter. But here they have like the language of the Cherokee. So if you want to learn Cherokee for like rabbit, bear, or for fruit, plants, or for birds, or the months. So Terry, darling, I am thinking of you today. And here is some food for thought for you to learn some Cherokee of your native people. I love you, girl, and thank you so much for all your encouragement and your support and all that you've done. I wouldn't have made it through the summer without you. I love you. Bye. Up really close and show you, but I've been seeing a lot of dead armadillo, and that's what that is over there. I'm not going to show you because it's gross, but yeah, so this is my road. It's a nice day. There's not too bad traffic, and the sun is out, so yay.
Okay, so I'm Cody Presney.
And I'm Haley Brazil.
Our blog, we are paddling the Mississippi River. Our blog is amongstthecurrent.com. We are meeting with conservation agencies all the way down the Mississippi River, meeting with them and learning a little bit about the historic preservation of the river, all sorts of stuff. And all of that information is on our blog, along with all of our stories and our photos and all that.
Cool! It was so good to meet you guys.
Yeah,
and you
too.
started at the headwaters.
Yep, in
Itasca.
Itasca.
August 16th
Lake
we started.
Itasca. Yep.
Okay, and where are you from, Minnesota?
No, we're originally from the Chicagoland area.
Okay,
So.
well, cool. Well, it was so good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Here is my first look of the Mississippi today. It is beautiful. Yes, yes. It was so fun to meet Cody and Haley. You guys, they seem like really cool. They're trying to bring awareness to the river, and they're taking time and meeting with conservationists and learning about the river and seeing what they can do to help. So it's awesome, awesome, awesome. I love my fellow river people. All right, talk to you later. So I just stopped for the day. It is 5:31, and I like to stop around 5 because that's when the sun starts to go down and I feel like it's safer. But do you see what happens when you bike? I have bugs. I just wanted to show you this so you can appreciate all the joys of biking, all the bugs. Bugs, it's like your grill on your car, except you don't have as big of bugs on your car, on you as you do on your car. But seriously, now I'm gonna go clean up. I just wanted to share with you. Now it's time for your nightly recap with Sheena. Hey guys! Haha, did you like my animation? So I am going to try really hard to be fast at telling you about my day, because I feel like there's a lot that happened today, and this is my 5th time trying to record this nightly recap and keep it under 10 minutes. I'm not kidding you. So here we go, really quick. I was at the Trail of Tears State Park. Wow, what a beautiful memorial to the history of our nation, with this atrocity of driving the Cherokee people. It wasn't just the Cherokee, but it was 16,000 of them, and 4,000 of which lost their lives as we moved them and made them leave their land through a harsh winter, causing sickness and death. And yeah, so it was a beautiful memorial to them. Good to be reminded of the history. It reminded me of Terry and her heritage with the Cherokee people, and just caused me to pray for our Native Americans and pray that this won't be the end of their history, but I want to see them restored and redeemed and fulfill the purpose that they've been placed on this earth for. So that being said, it was really good. It was really touching, and I was really moved by it. We left the state park and got to go pedaling. It was a beautiful day. There was just a little bit of headwind, not bad again, so that's really good. And I drove on country roads, which there was no shoulder, but there was light traffic, so it was fine to pedal on, not a problem. So I was pedaling, and we came to Cape Girardeau, and I talked to quite a few people there. There was a woman who was just out walking, and I stopped and talked to her. Well, I was already stopped and just talked to her about just who she was, and here she loved Lacey. Of course, Lacey gets all the attention, and she talked about her 2 rescue dogs that she has and how they're super high energy, and she's not very energetic, and she wishes she was. She's a little down about it, but I just encouraged her that she was doing good. She keep walking because she's walking, and she said she wished she could ride a bike, but her hips don't let her. So anyway, but she was doing really good, and it was nice to meet her and talk to her, and she was very proud of what we were doing and happy, and she just seemed very proud of the city she lived in too. She seemed very proud of Cape Girardeau. So it was fun to talk to her and to meet with her. And then I got to talk to Cody and Haley, some fellow river travelers. They are from the Chicago area, but they took their canoe up to Itasca at the headwaters, and they started right from the headwaters in their canoe, and they are paddling down the Mississippi River. They left late August, and what they're doing is they're trying to promote and make people aware of the river and freshwater areas that we have, and to preserve them. So they're meeting with conservationists around that as they go down the river. They're meeting with different conservationists and volunteering to learn not just about the history of our river, but to learn how to preserve its future. So it's pretty cool. Check them out. Their blog is amongstthecurrent.com. amongstthecurrent.com, and I'll put that in the comments so you can click on it too. Then you'll get to learn a little bit about who they are. They don't get to update as often as they have a harder time getting to Wi-Fi than what we do, but what the part of their journey is on there is pretty amazing. I wish I could have talked to them a lot longer to find out how it's impacted them, starting from the beginning when the river was nothing to now as it's getting way, way bigger. It's mighty. I don't know about you guys, but being in the Mississippi would terrify me. Paddling, being in a canoe in the Mississippi would freak me out, seriously. They seem to be doing good. And I can't imagine the hard work it would take paddling, especially when we've had those headwinds like we've had. Oh, I bet they're tired. But they're camping just kind of like we are and making their own food like we are and stuff like that. In fact, they were making hard-boiled eggs while I was talking to them, and they offered me to put one in my pack, you know, although I didn't take it because I had peanuts and peanut butter wrap and stuff. So, but it was so cute and so sweet that they offered that. So anyway, so I got my only glimpse of the river today was driving the 2 miles or pedaling the 2 miles on the riverfront bike path that they have in the Cape. And when you're on the riverfront, they have a river wall, and they like to tell their history. Cape Girardeau tells the history through murals, which was awesome. It's so beautiful. All their murals, it's like almost 2 miles, it feels like. I think it's the whole 2 miles. I didn't look the whole 2 miles, but there's like a mile for sure of just murals telling different periods of their existence and what's happened, significant things in their history that have happened, and one of them was the Trail of Tears. So I put that on there. They've also had Lewis and Clark stop there. There was a Frenchman that lived in, because Cape Girardeau is also settled by the French, and so there was a Frenchman that lived in Cape Girardeau that really helped out Lewis and Clark. He was actually he knew several languages and was good at translating and interpreting them, and found very useful. In fact, I think it was Clark that said that he should really be like a merited, you know, he should really be rewarded for how good he is and how useful he was to them. So that was kind of cool. After we left the Cape, there really wasn't there's a few little other towns, but nothing really that struck me like the Trail of Tears did and Cape Girardeau. Everything else was country, back roads, which was really nice. It was beautiful. It was quiet. The only thing that happened though was as I was biking, I heard barking. And when I'm on a bicycle and I hear barking, I like freak out right away. And so I looked to try and see where the barking was, if I could find the dog. And here, charging towards me, was a Doberman. And I kid you not, I was like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And I thought, okay, I'm going to stop, because the bikes really annoy dogs. Like, it bothers them. They want the tires. I think it makes the sound that irritates them. And so, like, I was like, okay, I'm going to stop the bike and get off of it. So, he's just, like, charging at me. And I'm, like, freaking out. He wasn't growling or anything. He was just barking. And at the speed he was going, he would have totally caught me. I mean, he was, like, fast. So, I thought it's better for me to stop. So I did. I got off. And then when I got off, he stopped about 10 feet shy of me and stopped barking. He just watched. And I slowly just kind of walked away, just really slow. And he left me alone, which I was like, thank you, God, because I was so nervous. I saw 2 dogs earlier who they didn't seem to notice me, but I was afraid that they were going to come after me. I've had a blue heeler start chasing me, but I was far enough ahead. I was confident I could outrun that one. But that Doberman, I was like, there's no way I can outrun him or outpedal him. So I was so glad he didn't come closer, you know. So anyway, so that was the exciting part of my day. I was just like, don't eat me, don't eat me. And I thought I had to worry about bears and spiders. Now I've got to worry about Dobermans. I know in the South too, I think a lot of dogs kind of are more free to roam than they are up north. That I've noticed. I've come in contact with more dogs down here than I have up north. So anyway, so otherwise the day went really good. I just had a lot of bugs on me. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, there's this one woman. We had stopped at the Golden Arches again, so I could upload the last thing that I did, and here there's this woman in there in the bathroom, and she did not look well. She was bent over, and I asked her, I was like, are you okay? Oh, the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. There it is. Lights back on. Anyway, and she just did not look good. And I was like, are you okay? And she was a little bit older. And here she felt like overheated. And so I wet a paper towel for her. And she just kind of was like dabbing her face. And I just said, are you okay? She's like, yeah, I was dizzy. I was feeling dizzy. And so I just waited with her and stood there for a minute and made sure she was okay, and she was so grateful. She's like, thank you so much. I thought I was gonna fall over, you know. And so she was super sweet, but she got overheated in the car while they were riding. So, but she's okay. Other than that, yeah, the day was pretty good. I can't think of anything else really that stands out to me. So with that, I will let you go, and sorry this is over 10 minutes still, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Mwah! Thank you for watching your nightly recap with Sheena. Cape Girardeau likes to tell their history on murals in their city. It's really beautiful, but I'm just going to show you one of the murals they have on their river walls. See, all of those are murals. And it goes through their history, like that's 1821, this is 1838, and then they give you a history about it, and this one's marking the Trail of Tears. And to me, today is very much a Trail of Tears day, remembering that time when the Congress passed the Indian Removal Act and forced Cherokee tribes to be moved, and it was harsh conditions. A lot of them died. So anyway, I just wanted to show you this. I thought it was beautiful. And it keeps going like all the way down the river. So cool.